Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So today we're doing our usual. Checking the energy, see what guidance, what insight, what clarity you may receive today. What do you have for this message? And I see that many of you are going through a transformation. Anything else? At this time. And I get this energy that this isn't some small transformation. This is something big. So some of you are shedding your old ways. You're shedding ways of thinking, ways of being. You're more aware now of what's occurring around you in the spiritual realm. I also get this energy that some of you are having transformations around death. Death in the physical, like death from the physical world, but death also as to things that need to exit stage left from your energy. Whether that be from yourself as a mindset, because many of you are transforming the way you think. Many of you are transforming the way you think about death. You're realizing, recognizing you don't have the fear behind it. You see it as just another form of transformation. And that's possible. And first, my condolences to anyone that may be experiencing any loss in that way. But you realize, or the mindset that I'm getting that's changing, is that it's not about loss, because you haven't lost them. They've just energetically transformed their physical form into an ethereal form. And it's like many of you are still able to feel the presence of those that have transitioned, have transformed into another state. And for many of you, you're having the mindset, knowing, feeling, being more aware of this, and more aware of that you have allies now from the energetic, from the ethereal realms, because of those ones that transition. Whether this was actually family members that you were born into the lineage of, or those you chose as family. Now, for some of you, this transformation that's happening, it is in the mind and how you see things, right? It's in the mind about the things that you fear, or should I say that you don't fear anymore. It's like you're rising, so your mind is transforming. Your thoughts are transforming. And this is a very positive transformation. Just like when a snake sheds its skin, it goes into a bigger one. And the snake represents here wisdom. We know that everything has a flip side. You can have a very positive aspect of a thing, or you can have the shadow of it, right? But in this aspect, this is the snake representing the wisdom that you've gained. Many of you are transforming in your wisdom. You're allowing the wisdom, the clarity that you received to transform you. And it's transforming you through your speech. It's transforming you through your thoughts, because your thoughts and the things you say are the things that you are manifesting in this physical world. Many of you have transformed your mind, and you're now more aware of your I am presence. You're now more aware of the spiritual realm and the things that occur. Okay? And you're having more balance, more stability about this. This transformation is bringing many of you into the energy of leadership. And this isn't leader to just be a boss. This isn't about being the boss of someone. This is leadership where you're able to actually, because you've gone through it. It's like you've walked the walk and you've talked the talk. So you're leading by example. And this leadership is going to, it's like it comes easily for you because you've been through the process. You're guiding others. I was going to say it's not about being the boss of someone, but actually being in the energy of leading to elevate others. Leading so that others become more awakened and evolved in their self-mastery, in their transformation. It's a time of communion where you're more aware of everything around you energetically. Even the smallest, those that are considered the least. Because some people get in a position, become a boss, and they lose their care and their compassion for those that they consider least than them. But those of you who are becoming leaders, self-actualized leaders, you see yourself in others, even the smallest. And this leadership, as you're seeing the communion with even the smallest, this isn't just about people. This is about the bees, the butterflies, the ants. You know that everything that is created has not been created by mistake. So just as you were not created as a mistake, you're showing that respect for all life forms, even those things that are considered the least, the snakes, the spiders, the ants. I just heard the cockroaches for some of y'all. I don't know where that came from. What you got for this message? Because they're pests, right? But they were created for a reason. Now, I can't tell you what the reason is besides getting on your nerves and contaminating your food. But even that was created, right? And it's not about worshiping things that were created. But it is recognizing that even those things that are considered the least can assist you in your transformation. Have a lesson that they can show you. Watching the ants and how they show teamwork. Watching the bees and how they bounce around from day to day can allow you to just be carefree and not taking life so seriously. Because we have more than enough things that can weigh you down. But can you be carefree and not take life so seriously? I don't know. And balancing that out. There's a time for being serious. And then, funny, I thought I saw that card as celebration. And then there's a time where you just enjoy the communion of it all. The birds, the eagles, having the wisdom to see things with a very keen eye from a higher perspective and how it all plays a part. Even those things that were created as the least. Okay? For many of you, you've gone on this quest, or some of you will be embarking on a quest. A quest that's going to allow the vision that your soul has for you to emerge. You may decide to take some time in solitude or visit a sacred site to allow this transformation to occur. Some of you could have already done this, and this quest could come in a multitude of ways. You could go and visit somewhere, but you could take the quest in a different way. So a lot of times when we think of a soul's quest, some go off into sacred places, out into the desert. They may go visit a sacred temple. But your body is also a sacred temple. So some of you may decide to take the quest of going into being more healthy for your body, doing things that offer self-care. Whether this is the things that you're eating, the way that you're sleeping, or even just implementing more meditation, or meditation at all if you're not into it. Okay, so that's for some. Yeah, meditation, especially with the papal tree here. This card's come out recently a few times. As you can see, there's a carving of a Buddha or a very sacred person into this tree, and they're meditating. So this is where you're on this quest. And each person's quest is going to be uniquely designed for them. So take this time and see what your soul is asking of you. It may be to just go off into the desert or some sacred place. Some of you, it may be the jungles. But during this time, it's where you're invoking the energy of self-care, doing what's necessary to care for self, so that you can allow this transformation to occur. This transformation is bringing forth more enlightenment. That's what the Papal is speaking of, enlightenment. Enlightenment about your leadership abilities, enlightenment about your I am presence, enlightenment, a quest of enlightenment. There's a transformation that is occurring with the enlightenment that's coming to you. And as many of you are receiving it, it's allowing, as you're receiving this enlightenment, it's bringing you into your leadership abilities, and you're going to be able to share this enlightenment with others. Some of you may also be connecting with others that have gone through a transformation, their own enlightenment process, and they're going to assist you with stepping up into the next level of leadership for you, assisting you to bring more harmony. The yin and yang here, your masculine, your feminine, your light, your dark, is what the white mulberry is speaking about. Harmony, enlightenment. Many of you are on a quest to create more harmony within self, so that you can also echo out that vibration. So like you walk into a room and it just becomes more peaceful, more harmonious. That's not for everyone. Take it as it resonates, right? What do you have for this message, please? What do you have for this message? Many of you are just finding creative ways to balance out and have harmony within self, because most things start with self. So you're speaking more in alignment of yourself. So like it's like you're checking your thoughts, you're checking your words. Instead of saying something negative in your head about yourself, you're learning to check your self-talk, showing more tenderness to yourself, and being more balanced with your emotions, being more balanced in the way that you go about your day-to-day. Being more balanced when you deal with hostilities and conflict. This hostilities and conflict again. Let's find out what this hostilities and conflict is wanting you to know today. Because no matter what hostilities and conflict is around, many of you are powering over difficulties and still being able to stay balanced and have harmony within. You're still able to reclaim your power and keep a grateful optimism, to still continue to have a joyous view of your future and of your present moment. You're able to remove any obstacles. And for some of you, this could feel like a miracle because you weren't always able to be that peaceful or that calm, right? Whenever conflicts and hostilities used to rise, some of you used to be like, I got time today. What it is, what they do, what you want to do. And now you're just like, I've transcended that phase. And it's like you don't let people, I just heard like get your goat. You become the goat, the greatest of all time, meaning you're not embarking on lower, like you ain't got to fight it out. Not in the way they want you to. You fight it out with harmony, with balance. Doesn't mean that you're not standing your ground or standing up for yourself, but it doesn't have to be in a low vibrational way. You have a choice, right? So let's find out about this conflict, unrest, hostilities. Why is this here for the collective? Clarify hostilities, conflict, and unrest. Hostilities. Hostilities, conflict, and unrest. Clarify card number 31. Why is this here? I keep getting the whole deck. Hold on. Hostilities, conflict, and unrest. Thank you. Whoa, that is too much. That's like half the freaking deck. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom here. So some of you are moving in a time where things are flowing for you. And, all right, let me get through it. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, right? And the Star. You also have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Cups, Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, right? So this is what the conflict, the unrest, and hostility is all about. Someone feels tied up, feels like you tied them up, or someone wanted to tie you up. Now this person wants a new opportunity. After they tried to bind you, they're feeling bound. They want a new opportunity because they see you putting in the work. They see that things are working out for you. You have hope, you have faith. You have many choices and options where they thought you being an illusion and they tried to create illusions for you by creating hostility and conflict and unrest around you. Now they want to apologize, feeling like they could be happy with you. They see you being happy, being self-sufficient, even though in the past they wanted to slow down things for you. Things financially, they wanted to slow you down. This is the conflict, unrest, and hostilities. And it's like in spite of all the conflict, unrest, and hostilities, you're not bound. You actually took that energy and you transformed it. You found a way to connect with higher intelligence, keeping hope, keeping faith, and you healed it. You put in the work, you did the work, And now there are new opportunities that are being granted for you. Now you have the past wanting to come back because they feel like they could heal this. They want to apologize, feeling that an apology is going to fix everything that was done. Even though I'm getting many of you are very optimistic individuals. You keep a very joyous view of the future, and you're still very hopeful for having the connections with people that you care about. I'm hearing sometimes I'm sorry just doesn't cut it. Sometimes people's actions you just have to remove the obstacles. And many of you are just removing the obstacles, and you're doing it fearlessly. And it is what it is what I'm getting. You had to reclaim your power. You are now more aware, having more ancient wisdom. And it's not like you don't forgive these people, but it's like some actions just don't. For some actions that were created, the best way to keep harmony is to keep these people out of your energetic field. Now, that's not for everyone. You have to use your own discernment. What does your heart say to you? It doesn't mean you don't forgive. It doesn't mean that for some of you, you possibly wouldn't even lend a healing, I was going to say helping hand, but healing hand. And healing comes in multiple forms. It could be just with the forgiveness. For some of you, you may forgive and then reestablish the connection. But for some of you, you may forgive and decide to not establish the connection again. It doesn't mean that you're still not showing care and compassion. But sometimes you have to stand firm to keep your stability. You didn't force people to take the actions that they took. Everyone had a choice, right? Now is your time to make a choice as well. You can transform this situation. For those of you who aren't sure, ask for guidance. And of course, continue to keep optimistic about things. I just heard, be optimistic. The voice of reason. Grateful optimism. And continue to be grateful that these hostilities and this conflict, this unrest didn't change you. That's a miracle in and of itself. Because more times than not, when someone's being hostile to you, the reciprocal action is to give hostility back. And it's like many of you didn't choose the path of hostility. It doesn't mean you didn't stand firm. It doesn't mean you didn't stand your ground. You just didn't go about it in a lower vibrational way like some others did. And you did what you had to do to power over any difficult situation, any conflict, staying grateful, being optimistic, but definitely reclaiming your power. So when it comes to these conflict, this unrest, many of you decided to stand firm, stand your ground, and not engage with certain connections again. Take it as it resonates for you. That's not for everyone. Some of you may slowly but surely decide that you are able to heal these relationships, these connections, partnerships, this family dynamic. Some of you. But it took you being fearless. It took you being able to stay thankful that you knew you would be able to remove the obstacles. And I get for many of you, there were obstacles that were set up. Illusions, binding spells, domination over your mind with this Eight of Swords, not wanting you to see things clearly, not wanting you to feel free in your life. This is for some. This isn't for everyone. And it's like now you went through it and you powered over the difficulties, and now you have this new beginning. By going and doing the inner work, doing the healing, keeping hope, keeping faith, instead of being in an illusion, you now have options that have transformed by speaking positive, staying positive, and then moving in a way where you were able to tap into showing compassion. That's an ancient wisdom. Bringing the energy of compassion into a situation, even when it's not being shown to you, that's powerful. Because in today's society, we're taught about war. Somebody comes after you, you light your bombs up and you shoot at innocent people. And then you got casualties of your war, people that weren't even involved. But because you decided, not you, but whomever the people that are about the hostilities, the conflict, and the unrest, instead of choosing a more compassionate route, they chose the war. And whenever there's war, there are casualties of war. People who had nothing to do with it get hurt. What do you have for this message, please? You decided to move in a way where you didn't want to create any casualties of war. So you took the blows. You took the mind fuckery. You took the verbal words of spells being cast. Some of you took actual spell work being cast at you. People wanting to put you in a little jar or a little freezer. Voodoo dolls and stuff like this. But energy is something that's not destroyed, right? So even when it comes to you and you had struggles, you accepted those struggles as lessons. And the lesson was, it taught you that people are capable of doing these things. So that now you're more aware spiritually. For some of you, it made you more aware of how you cast spells on yourself, especially with I am presence. If you're saying that you can't do something, then you can't do it. Is it Henry Ford that says if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right? And so you went through the struggles and you had to journey within. And this journeying within was very positive for many of you. It allowed you to see behind the scenes. It allowed you to take time and listen to your own self-talk. You might have felt bound up and isolated, but it was a time to use that isolation to journey within. And this journeying within created a great transformation where you were able to shed certain mindsets, find more balance and harmony, tap into ancient wisdom for many of you. You were able to journey within and not relinquish your power. Instead of relinquishing your power, you stood firm, not creating casualties of war, but tapping into reclaiming that power and then becoming a leader. Because how you treat others is how you want it to be treated. And so now the lesson for those that chose war is that exact thing. Remember to treat others how you want to be treated. Everyone has value. Whether you can see their value or not, you don't get to play God in someone's life. So now they get to accept the struggle of you not relinquishing your power. It's like in the energy of removing obstacles, right? Because there's always going to be trials, tribulations, obstacles, things that arise. What is your mindset about that? You can take a very powerful mindset to where you look for peaceful solutions and resolutions, or you can just go to war and create casualties of war. How are you taking a powerful stance as a leader? Because wherever you're leading people into war, don't forget you're putting their lives on the line. So are you a leader that's creating casualties unnecessarily? Think about our government. They sit in their big houses collecting salaries for the rest of their lives while other people's children go to war that may not make it home. Running experiments when they give you all of these vaccinations when you go into the military. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that when you go to the military, they have to give you 50 million different vaccinations and you're not able to refuse any of them? And it makes you feel like you're a casualty of war on your own homeland. You're fighting someone else's war and you don't even know the reasons behind it. And you're creating casualties in other people's land. Is that powerful? Yes, it's powerful, but what is the leadership quality that you're presenting? Questions, right? Transformation. Maybe things need to transform. Questions. What do you have for this message, please? Thank you. See? For some of you, it's going to take you being brave and being honest. Because not many people will ask that question and actually seek solutions and resolutions to it. I don't want to just talk about it. I want to see transformation occurring. Why is it that we go to war with other nations? Is it really just for the resources of their land and we phase it as people attacking other people? Being brave and honest about giving vaccinations and running experiments, having your own military be guinea pigs. Being brave and honest about how we sell sex to our youth. Being brave and honest about the fact that we're not even creating food that's meant to have healthy people, but instead creating food that keeps you where the pharmaceutical companies can continue to grow billions. Because you being healthy doesn't put more money in their pocket, but you buying another pill for this or another pill for that. It's time to be brave and honest. and literally take charge with authority over the things that we see need to be transformed, where there's a transformation that could elevate the nation. And it starts with self first, of course. Being brave and honest within self. Because this isn't about playing victim or attacking anyone else. But can we be brave and honest and see that certain things could use a transformation? Where it brings more balance, more harmony, less casualties of war. Because if you think about it, if your nation is making food, artificial dyes, red dye number 40, high fructose corn syrup, monoculture crops, because wouldn't that make you feel like a casualty of war? You want to go get fruits and vegetables that could heal you and help your body and assist you with not having so many dis-ease within your body, because the body will heal itself given the proper nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. But instead, your own nation, food companies, drug companies, are creating you to be a casualty of their war. A war that just put money in your pocket. Can we be brave and honest about these things occurring? And then, after we've admitted it, because if you don't admit that something needs transformation, then you'll never transform it. How do we seek solutions that are balanced? How do we seek solutions that can bring harmony? How do we seek solutions that create less casualties of war? Because you could still make money off of your pharmaceutical drugs. Disease still exists, right? How about you create drugs that enlighten people's mind? Like that pill in Limitless, but doesn't make you sick where you die. That was a movie called Limitless. How about you create medicines where it grows crops exponentially instead of using pesticides like Miracle Grow? Instead of using pesticides like Miracle Grow that kill not only the bugs and the insects that could be that are harmful, but even those that are beneficial. And then if it's killing off that, what do you think it's doing to your body when you eat it? Have you ever really been brave and honest with yourself and ask, what does seedless fruit actually do to your body? I mean, today I'm just asking questions. Where does this transformation occur for us as a nation? We can make choices that allow us to bask in joy, bask in the light. Something about this bee here, we could work together to bring in this transformation. A bee takes pollen from the flowers and then it transforms it into nectar, and then the nectar becomes honey. They transform it and they make it into the little honeycombs, which are their homes. We can transform our homes, and your body is your home as well. So instead of making your body a casualty of war through GMO food, instead of making the earth, our home, a casualty of war through nuclear bombs, war, Scud missiles, how do we create it to where it's bringing more joy, more light, more harmony? Can we be brave and honest? that some things may need a transformation. Questions, right? What do you have for this message? Thank you. And the divine is saying, yes, it's time for these changes to occur. I got your back. If we can be brave and honest about these things and then go on the vision quest to implement transformation of a higher vibration. Transformation of a higher vibration. Hashtag that. Hashtag transformation of a higher vibration flowing throughout the nation. I might need to make that into a song or a poem. I task some of you with that. Ooh, maybe I'll make that a TikTok reel. Okay, I'm getting some ideas going on here. I don't know if I can actually do it, but I'm willing to try. Because it's time to say, baggage be gone. And this baggage being gone is being a casualty of war, a casualty in your own homeland. Baggage be gone so that this transformation can occur mentally, physically. It's going to occur spiritually. This baggage be gone is card number 17. 1 and 7. How do we have a new beginning that spiritually enlightens us to bring more abundance on every level and aspect? Instead of being in the sticky wicket where you're a casualty of war on your own homeland. You're a casualty. Come on, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's find out now. We had to see what the hostilities and conflict was. Well, then why is it a sticky wicket? Because it's a sticky web that we're weaving when we're not brave and honest with what we see occurring and we just turn a blind eye to it. You're blindly going through your day like this GMO food is good for you. Blindly going through your day like homesteading wouldn't be something that would benefit us instead of monoculture farming. Transformation can occur if we're willing to say bye-bye, baggage be gone, to ways that don't heal but actually destroy, to things that don't construct like the little bee but actually destroy. Tell me about this sticky wicket. Why is sticky wicket here? Card number 48. Clarify sticky wicket, please. I just saw this on the bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Show me sticky wicket, please. Clarify sticky wicket. Again. Standing your ground and bossing up, taking charge of this. Government, do you really need those to govern your mind that is not doing in a way that is beneficial to you, is what I'm getting here, is a part of the sticky wicket. You want to be in charge, you want to be in control of other people, but then you don't even have the compassion to make sure the laws, the regimens, the food, the things you're creating is even beneficial to the people, as long as your pocket can stay green. And it's time to stand your ground against that. 8 of Wands and the Emperor here. Show me this sticky wicket, please. Sticky wicket, why is this here? Give me clarity. Show me clearly, sticky wicket, please. Thank you. Okay, and that Eight of Wands is still on the bottom of the deck. When it comes to this sticky wicket, we have the Fool, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So it's a sticky situation to start again. When you say bye to something, that means you say hello to something new, right? You have to take a chance. You have to take this leap of faith in order to have this transformation happen. And some people are going to be angry about this. What you mean we need a transformation? Why you got something against this GMO fruit? I went to the military. I served in Nam. Okay. But do you even know why you went? Okay. What did you accomplish after that? Okay. Were there still casualties of war behind that? And what did this do for the homes? Four of Wands here. How did this create stability? What transformation occurred in the homes? Or did you just create a more sticky situation? This is where the transformation occurs, when we're being brave and honest about taking a leap of faith. Even though there may be some hostilities and conflict, some aggression around bringing more stability, stronger foundations within family and within self. Because remember, your body is a home. So eating more healthily will bring stability into your home. Instead of rushing to go and drop a bomb on somebody, maybe finding a way to not create casualties of war. Instead of creating so much AI where you're focused on the artificial instead of the natural. Yeah, let's be brave and honest about that too. I don't know. I'm just in rare form today, and I'm going to give these messages as they coming out. Now, what do you have for this message? It may feel like this could never occur, and this is why there's going to be some aggression and some people talking all slick out the mouth, because this Knight of Swords, he coming with a quick tongue. Got a whole lot to say, but not a whole lot of solutions and or resolution about having a transformation that brings harmony and balance. Miracles do occur. We can tap into ancient wisdom. If we think about how the ancestors, because look now, this is how you balance it out. You have AI and technology. So the ancestors, most recent ancestors, because I feel like, okay, that's another story. Way back when, they were more advanced than we were, because they were balanced with the spiritual and with the tools that they used, okay? And you can't tell me otherwise, being that the pyramids still exist. My point is that now that you have more technology, you have cell phones, you balance that out with the natural. You balance that out with spirituality and the ancient wisdoms. I'm just saying, it may seem like a miracle, but guess what? I believe in miracles. And that may not be for everyone, you know. Maybe you don't. But coming from where I come from, I believe in miracles. Because at one point in time, there was a set of people that were considered African Americans. And there was this thing called slavery. And it doesn't exist today. So change can occur. Transformation can happen. Okay? What do you have for this message, please? Thank you. Yep. Thank you. We can weave the future golden. Card number 44. tapping into ascendant master wisdom, balancing that out with the technology that you have today. Technology is meant to be a tool. You are not meant to be the technology of the tool of technology. So it uses you to learn how to program. They use you and put GPS in your truck so the robots learn how to drive your truck. They figure out how to for a robot to do everything, and we're so all for it. You let a robot think of everything for you, how to write your next book, how to write your paper, how to do everything for you. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying don't forget, when the scales become unbalanced, you know what happens. And if you don't, well, we'll find out. But we can keep things in balance and weave the future golden. And this weaving the future golden, let's read it today, because this is card number 44. And it's just about that time where we're brave and honest and allow this transformation to happen in this present moment so that the future can be weaved golden. Something good is coming your way. It says, do you know how much the divine wishes to support and assist you in living your heart's truth this lifetime? We can live in our heart's truth with balance and harmony. Not being the tool of AI, not letting AI run everything, not allowing governments that want to govern your mind, but not in a beneficial way, where you're just a casualty of war in your own homeland and then casualties of war against other people's. Man, is that the future that we're really in alignment with? Is that what we truly desire to align with? With grace and compassion, we can ascend to the next level of life and expression so that our soul's light may shine more brightly on the planet and help us and other beings to live with more heart and less fear. You can choose to live a life infused with golden energy of peace, prosperity, joy, and creativity. A future so golden, it's being woven into the present moment now. Being brave and honest about transformation occurring in the present moment now. Like a tapestry with the choices and actions, with the choices and actions, with the choices and actions that we make in this moment. We're being called into being the divine golden tapestry of future bliss. Now, how do we create that bliss? How do we create that bliss? By making the transformation in this present moment, shedding our old skin and ways of thinking. What do you have for this message? Because I'm about to run out of space and my videos have been cutting out before I get to do the endings. What do you have for this message, please? Last time, what do you have for this message? Okay. Let's get some crystals, because I feel like the message is gone for it. What do you have for this message, please? And I got an appointment I got to be at in a little bit. What do you have for this message? What crystals could assist us with this transformation, with weaving the future golden, with these miracles that can occur as we reclaim our power and power over difficulty, having a joyous view of the future and keeping grateful optimism? Thank you. We have the chrysolite, the stromatolite, the veracite, and the pegmatite. The pegmatite gives off a very specific vibration in that it reaches into the spiritual self. We're going to have to tap into our spiritual selves, not just the material realm and seeking money and pleasures and instantaneous joy. Right? Pegmatite is a crystal that could help us magnify that, amplify that energy to where we're tapping more into our spiritual selves, where we can bring out hidden talents, things that feel like miracle skill sets that allow this transformation to occur, allow it to rise to the surface. Even if we didn't know that we were capable of doing it, we are able to weave the future golden. Stromatolite is an ancient stone because it reaches down deep and activates the root chakra so that we can have more stability as this transformation is occurring. And it's one of Earth's oldest stones. And it helps us to reconnect with Mother Earth, again, our home. This transformation would benefit the Earth as well. No GMO pesticides. Having less monoculture crops, more homesteading. Variscite is a crystal, and it's a very rare stone. This beautiful stone, and it is beautiful. Can you see that? This beautiful stone comes in many different shades of green. When you place a variscite under your pillow at night, it brings more peace to one's mind. Because sometimes we're going to need to have the peace to be able to see this transformation. Peace about weaving the future golden. Peace so that you don't go into fight or flight as these transformations occur. And that you'll have peace in the present moment to be able to usher in this bliss towards the future by your present moment actions. And then the chrysolite. It's a deep colored green stone, and it's used to attract and manifest our needs. And the need now is for the transformation to occur. In the heart chakra, how we show love to each other, how we show love to the earth, how do you show love to yourself? Chrysolite's a crystal that can help you tap into your heart chakra, and it will inject the energy and inject your heart and fill it with positive energy. Okay? So those are the crystals to help us with this transformation. Any last messages before I wrap this up? Anything else you want us to know? I'm stopping it right there. Yeah, because the way we're moving now, it's breaking our heart. It's breaking the energy with Mother Earth. As we're destroying our home, we're destroying our physical earth. We're becoming casualties of war with the food that we're ingesting, with the actions that we're taking. Now it is time to Page of Cups, High Priestess. Apologize and forgive ourselves for the actions that have occurred. And then use the wisdom that we've gained to unlock secrets that we can take in the present moment. Secrets that have been lost to us, ancient wisdom. We can tap into that in this present moment and use it to weave the future golden. That has been this message. I want to thank you for joining me. Tonae Star here with Tonae Star Enterprises, where yes, we stand on business. And the business of governing your mind and not relinquishing your power to someone who is not have your benefit, who is not for your highest and greatest elevation and evolving of self, of others, of the earth. Transformation. It's about that time. This has been another voyage of the Enterprise. I want to thank you for joining me, and I definitely hope you had your seatbelt strapped today, baby. Remember to always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you are still amongst the stars, and to always, 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 always let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me, Tonae Star.